Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is the Astro A50 Gen 4 mod kit. This is a video to show you what you get in your box and how to install the Astro A50 Gen 4 mod kit, as well as a brief discussion around the differences between a Gen 3 and a Gen 4, and some really close-up views of this mod kit to give you a taste of what it's like. If you're interested, I've done a longer video which has a lot more in-depth views of the mod kit and the process without me waffling over the top of it, which I'll link to in the description. But here you can see a close-up of the kit. Now it's worth noting that I've also done another video that you should probably know about that shows that the Gen 3 mod kit will not fit with a Gen 4 headset. If you have a Gen 3 headset and the Gen 3 mod kit and you want to move up to the Gen 4, you cannot take your mod kit with you. You have to purchase a new one. There's a slightly different design to the Gen 4 version, and the magnets work in a slightly different way, which means the Gen 4 requires the Gen 4 mod kit. You cannot use the old one. It is also worth noting the differences on the box mean it's quite confusing because there's nothing that outwardly says Gen 4 on the box, so it'd be quite easy to accidentally purchase the wrong one. However, if you look closely, you'll see on the rear there's a picture of the two new designed headsets and the copyright 2019 Logitech logo thing at the bottom there underneath the serial number. That gives you an idea that this is the right kit for the Gen 4 headset. But otherwise there's nothing that stands out that says. On the rear you'll also notice the design. It gives you a sort of blueprint overview of how to install it. Here you can see on the left the Gen 3, on the right the Gen 4. You'll note slightly different design features on the Gen 4. Includes a newly designed microphone and slightly different headband design. You can see the differences if you look closely there. It's kind of a spot the difference. Now, unboxing the mod kit, nothing terribly exciting going on here. You basically got the ear cups and the headband contained in a lovely plastic container that is recyclable. If you want to save the environment, you can recycle this. Now the mod kit is worth purchasing because you obviously get the leather ear cups and the leather headband. The leather ear cups, the main point of those is they help to block out more external noise, so it doesn't make the headset completely noise cancelling, but it does reduce some of the environmental noise that you hear through the ear cups. Now the Astro A50 as standard does let in quite a lot of external noise, so this is probably a worthwhile upgrade and not a terribly expensive one. They don't cost the earth, these mod kits, so it's probably worth doing if you want to purchase and improve, make your headset even more premium. However, it is worth noting that because they're leather, they're not quite as comfortable, I would say. Obviously, it's a personal preference thing. I've always preferred leather ear cups, but the Astro A50 standard ear cups are really comfortable with that sort of velour style finish to them, so they sit nicely on the ear. They're dead comfortable. With the leather ear cups, I have immediately noticed that my ears are quite a bit warmer, so although I'm blocking out a lot of external noise, you get the trade-off of your ears get a bit hotter and it's not quite as comfortable sitting on your head. However, it is still comfortable, it's just not as comfortable. Now close up you can see the mod kit ear cups, which as you can see have a really premium design finish to them. They're really neatly sewn and the leather is pretty fantastic looking. Overall impression so far is a really decent design. Now it's worth noting the differences between the Gen 3 and Gen 4. There's not a big size difference. Some people have said they've noted a difference in the ear cups between the Gen 4 and Gen 3, saying the Gen 3 was larger. I actually disagree, and I'll show you a comparison in another video on the difference between the two. If there is any difference, it's minuscule. Now you can see a close-up of the ear cup shows you still get that sort of velour finish on the inside. It's just the outside ring and the bit that presses against your head that's leather, and that's the bit that obviously blocks out the external noise. As I said, that does mean that it's not as comfortable, but they are still deep, plush, very nicely designed ear cups. And quiet too, as you can see here. Even just pressing them in, there's not a great deal of noise out of them or anything like that. Installation process is also really easy. If you know anything about the Gen 4 Astro A50s or even the other previous versions, the ear cups come off really easily. They're just held in place with magnets, so the installation process is dead easy too. Here you can see the comparison between the standard ear cups and the leather ones. You'll note there isn't much difference in terms of the size. If there is anything, it's negligible. Basically, it's the same, but it's leather. They're not thicker, they're not deeper. There's no real difference here at all. The bonus is, of course, that you don't have as many hairs and things stuck to them. So if you're a clean freak, you'll notice my standard ear cups are covered in little hairs and fibres and bits of fluff. And I've actually cleaned them, but they've been used for a good few weeks now, and they have gathered dirt. The leather ear cups obviously are going to be much easier to keep clean, which is another bonus. You can see a close-up of the comparison here. The left one is certainly fluffy. However, I am like Virgin on whether I prefer the leather. It definitely does block out a lot of external noise, and that is obviously the point in them. However, the trade-off with the comfort makes me question whether it's a good upgrade or not. This is obviously going to be a personal preference for you. If you prefer leather, then you'll definitely prefer this. Now you'll note the standard Astro headband is quite in your face. The new one, the leather upgraded one, is very subtle, so if you want a more subtle design, then purchasing the Modkit is another opportunity. Now, the installation of the headband is a bit slightly trickier, but you just need to push the little clips out and then pull it out of the top. As with anything, I always make things look more difficult than they actually are. You basically just popping that out and then popping the new one in, and making sure the little clips on either side slot into the holes, and that they're held in place nicely. Initial impressions are this is a much more comfortable experience in terms of blocking out external noise, and it doesn't degrade the quality of the headset at all. I found immediately noticeable how I'm hearing less external noise from around me unless I've got the microphone flipped down. And it looks fantastic. Doesn't take away from the style of the headset. This has been the Provoked Prawn. Hope you found this video useful. Please like, subscribe, come back for more in future, and let me know in the comments if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.